Good morning and welcome. I got a few things that I'm going to go through on the Sanddune Stepper today. You can see right here, this is the Sanddune Stepper, basically designed to mimic walking, marching on sand at a low level or a high level, so walking on an incline or a decline on sand. It's an excellent tool used in rehab or just to pre-up and post or chill out on workouts. But here we go. Kick it back a little bit. You can see the sun's coming up. It's about roughly 39 degrees here in the backyard. I got the house shoes on, but I'm gonna go ahead and get on it on some with the bare feet so I can show you guys. Alright, so I got it down low. It's actually cold because it's been sitting here for a little bit, but we're gonna warm that up. Little background for me, what this tool means is it's something to build that lymphatic system, blood flow down into the joints, getting that new oxygenated blood down into the joints. I have had 4 knee surgeries on my left knee, and this has been a key tool for rehab. Honestly, I don't use it enough, so today starts my path to using it about every day. I'm going to try to use it for at least 20 to 30 minutes every day to try to build that strength back up in the knee. Recently just picked up jiu-jitsu, and I think this is going to help tremendously in strengthening the knee up. I got a few knee specific exercises that I'll debut later. Right now we're going to get into just some basic warm-up. So we got about 20 minutes, 5 minutes of it's going to be warm-up. Honestly, don't bring your feet up off the sand dune. Just kind of push down on the sand dune through the midsection of the foot. You know, you want to get some rotation on the knees, rotation on the hips. Jubilee made an appearance. Just walking out. You know, nice and easy, no rush. You're just warming it up. Don't bring the feet up off the sand dune. Keep them on the sand dune. Key thing, you want to push down with the balls of your feet. Push down with the toes. Become more balanced in your approach of walking. It's a tremendous tool. I mean, if you look at their Instagram, you'll see all the people that have been using the sand dune to regain their gait, to use their ability to get over their ability to not walk, and strengthen some of the things that they have strengthened or needed strength in their feet. You know, relearning how to use their feet, their ankles, which just translates up the body into the knees, the hips. I have I'm going to talk throughout this thing a little bit. So I have an issue right now with the knee. I've had 4 knee surgeries on it. We just did some platelet-rich plasma injections in the left knee last week. So finally I feel good enough to do this week. Trying to see if that's going to help a little bit on pain management, mitigation, that kind of thing. Currently, my knee issues have pushed up into my hip, so now I'm having some pinching, some tendonitis in the hip. So it's all good. A couple more minutes of just some minor walking, you know, and then we'll get into some of the basic workouts and what my pretty much recovery this week will be. You know, I feel like this week I'm going to keep it kind of simple, not try to push it too much, just speed up the walking a little bit, kind of get a little bounce to you. It's going to be fine. Once you feel it, you know, you can start feeling the blood flow in the feet. You know, I said it's, you know, sub 40 degrees in South Texas, so you got to get, you know, this is parka weather for most of San Antonio, but Anyway, get your feet moving, the arms moving, get the blood flow going. Pick it up a little bit. As you can see, I haven't really moved my feet off the sand dune yet. I'm still basically managing the pressure down on the sand dune. I'm pushing down with my toes, not letting my toes to flex up, just pushing down, more balance, you know, kind of roll to the outsides of the feet, insides of the feet, push on the toes, get up the balls of the feet, down to the heels, kind of warming the entire ankle up, warming the entire knee up. As we push through here, we're at 7:45. So I said 15, 20 minutes of an actual workout, or 15 minutes of an actual workout, about 5 minutes of warm up. All right, so we'll start out. What we're gonna do is basically a penguin walk. What that does is starts to build up the front part of the calf, or front part of the shin, and a muscle group there that's synonymous with protecting the knee. So how we do that, basically your heels, you're going to push down with the heel, flex the foot up, and basically straight leg walk, kind of similar to a penguin. You can be pretty and put the hands out if you want. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a split of a minute penguin, 30 seconds rest, a minute penguin, 30 seconds rest. Then let's get to my timer. There we go. I should have had it already set at a minute, but didn't. Boom, boom, boom. Start timer, penguin walk, heels down, toes up. Begin. Heels down, toes up. Basically straight leg. You know, you're pushing down with the heels, you're trying to bring the toes all the way up. You're gonna feel, like me, I feel my balance is off, right? So I'm trying to balance. Push down, you're gonna feel some pressure in the hip. Like me, I feel pressure in my hip right here, and I feel pressure in the front of the knee. As you can see, balance is off, that's okay. Maintain. Boom. As you can tell, I got my balance beams out here. You know, slight bend in the knee, slight bend in the knee, push down with the heels, flex those feet up. 15 seconds has gone by, and already the front of my calves are burning, or front of my shins are burning. Here we go. Do you see that? I don't know why the timer just clicked off, but it's all good. Here we go. Penguin walk, penguin walk. We're about 30 seconds in, so I'll go ahead and stop it here at 30 seconds. And go ahead and do my 30-second rest. And we're good. So here we go, we rest. Reset the timer. We're going to set the timer at a minute 30 here. There we go. 5 sets of this. This is one of the warm-ups I like to do prior to doing the flow squats, which Neil Dakmack kind of made famous on here. He's done an amazing transformation himself, going from a meathead power lifter to a functional athlete, a functional weightlifter, a functional gait performer, just an all-around great individual when it comes to helping people out and doing a lot of work with this sand dune right here. So 30 seconds gone by. Let's start the timer again. Here we go. Duck walk. Remember, those heels are pressed down. I can feel as I'm balanced down here on the low side of the sand dune, right? So I can feel that I'm pushing down in a little bit of a denser area with my heels, allowing my feet to continue to flex up tell you what, this is for as slow and easy as a warm up. This is burning the front of the cap, front of the shin. We got about 10 seconds left. Good. Typically, I don't rest in a steady state. Rub out the front of the calf here. Boom. So, set 3. As you start to get in these later sets, it starts to get a little more difficult. 2 things, like my balance. I feel my balance get off just because the front of the shin's starting to get a little torched. So that's a good feeling. 2 things, I started the workout having a little bit of pain in the knee, but as I've increased blood flow down into the legs, I can start to feel that pain kind of go away. Maybe it's warming up the joint. It's a good sign for the next few workouts we're going to do. I'll put them down in the comments here, what we're doing, where I got the information. And as I talk, that makes that minute go a whole lot faster. Typically, I don't stand still during the cool down for 30 seconds. Set 3's done. Tell you what, my feet are not cold whatsoever. The sand dune's cold. As I move to a different spot on the dune, I can feel the temperature drop. Timer done. Let's go. Let's get set 4. Feet up, flexed, toes pushing up. I'm pulling my toes. I'm trying to pull my toes to my knees, actually. Little walk, just kind of a hip up and press down, a hip up and press down. That's basically all the penguin walk is. We're trying to dance like a penguin, basically. Sun's coming up, getting a little brighter out here, getting a little warmer. Not really. Feels pretty cold still. We're doing it. Nice to get outside and get the warm up in this morning. About 40 seconds. Now we're good. Step 4 done. Right about now, those shin should be getting blasted. It's good. This is kind of something that I'm doing to help with the structural integrity of the knee. As we build the strength around it, it starts to develop a little barrier, like a protection, a force field, as you may, to help lessen pain a little bit. Oh, here we go. Help lessen pain a little bit. I deal with pain just about every day in the knee. Medial and lateral meniscus. A little backstory here as we go through the last set here on these these penguin walks. And I'll pretty much lay it out throughout this entirety to let you know kind of where I'm at on this journey. But so my medial meniscus is at about 10% of the 100% of where it was, and when it was fresh and new, and I got about 50% of my lateral meniscus left. So that's basically gone. I had an ACL reconstruction in August of 2012. which subsequently led to multiple surgeries afterwards to correct either scar tissue or mess ups or mishaps from previous surgeries, or just what I did. Here we got 30 seconds, so we're on rest. Our next workout, so I'll continue the story here in a little bit. Our next work we're going to do is just a basic march. Feet are going to come off the sand dune. I'm going to turn it actually to the high side, so get the feet nice and cold right now. So I turn to the high side here. I want to do it just because I like the feeling when I'm marching, kick off the grime and stuff that I got on there. Alright, here we go, basic march. So I'm just lifting the leg up, pressing down. Once I hit the sand dune, I'm actually going to press down into the sand dune and then lift the other leg. Here we go. Same thing, minute on, minute off. So I'm marching, press down, knee up, press down, knee up, press down, knee up. That's how it's going to go. Press, basic march on the dune. It's going to get us warmed up, get the hip flexors warmed up a little bit, get the blood flowing, right? What this does here is, if you can see what my feet are doing here, I'm getting a little bit of instability, so I'm having to correct it. All those little stabilizer muscles that are inside the ankle, inside the calf, the knee, the quad, the hip, the psoas, because the knee's being raised up into the belly button. So we're hitting that psoas, that lower abdominal. Oh shit. I didn't hit resume timer and paused it. Guess we're just gonna have to go. We should be approaching that minute anyway. So we'll hit it here in a second. Boom. Good. We're gonna reset. Start timer here in 30 seconds. So what I was saying about the knee, so I've had 4 other ones. This last one, they were actually prepping me to possibly do a meniscus replacement and surgery, and I'm too far gone. So they opened me up, sewed me back, cleaned out a little scar tissue. Probably the worst recovery I've had post knee surgery minus my ACL. So this one has been tough mentally as well as physically. Had to quit a few things that I love to do. And basically we're going to start now and we'll talk through the march. So basically my orthopedic surgeon has expressed to me that I hold the keys to my knee replacement. I'm only 36, and they want me to try to wait until I'm 40. Once I'm 40, then I'm guaranteed to get it done, right? So that prepped me to read a bunch of articles and study some stuff. You know, the knees over toes guy, that kind of stuff. Try to develop, you know, a little bit of stability and strength in the knee again, and hoping that that is what would and will prevent me, or at least delay, right? That's 30, or that's a minute. At least delay my future of getting this knee done. So here I am. This is basically day 1 of a whole bunch of days coming up where I work on building this knee. This one right here. It looks like the right knee, but it's actually the left knee. And we'll see how this journey goes. There's my 30 minutes or 30 seconds rest. We're going to start it up again. Let's get marching. So when I hit the dune, what I'm doing is I'm pressing down with that ball of the foot, pressing down with the big toe, and then raising that other leg up. You know, it's just a basic march. And as you can see on round 3, I got the heart elevated a little bit. I got heart rate elevated a little bit. My O2 consumption's going up. Breathing a little more difficult as I get on the knee. So you can see a little stumble right there. Starting to work some stuff. Starting to get that nervous system going. Right? So the last ones, let's pick it up a little bit. 10 seconds left. This is round 3, I believe. Should have kept track. Here we go. Round 3. 30 seconds. So as I journey through here, I'm gonna be recording. I'm gonna put it down on my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to follow the journey, I'll put a little clip of it on Instagram, on Facebook, whatnot. Something that I want to do. We start back up in jiu-jitsu next week, so let's go. It's gonna be fun. All right, next set, let's go. March it out. I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit. Start to warm up because we got some flow squats next. It'll be a good time. Eight o'clock today in the morning. Sun's out. I'm supposed to be working, but I gotta finish this workout. I got started a little bit later than I thought I was gonna get. That's all right. The crew will understand. Press with them toes. Dig them toes in. Keep it up. 30-second rest. Last one's coming up. You can see pretty much this whole time. Only time I'm off the dune is when I'm turning it, switching it to low to high. Typically I would just give it a turnaround, but that's okay. I think our next, I said flow squats are coming up. That's our workout number 4. I'm gonna get just a little square toes. So here we go, last one on the march. Let's speed it up a little bit. Get the breathing techniques on. Right? So getting in depth into this jiu-jitsu thing. It's something that my wife's been doing for years. Kiddos in it, right? Kiddos in it, all that. I'm fresh, I'm green. So I'm studying. It's what I do when I have something I don't know anything about. Is I study it in depth, get into breathing techniques and comfortability and that kind of stuff. Reset. We got 30 seconds going. So here we're gonna go heel box sets. So heel toe. So all we're doing is we've warmed up the joints, we've warmed up the hips and knees, right? As you can see, heel toe here, and then we'll bounce and switch. Okay, that's all I'm doing. Heel toe, bounce and switch, right? Heel toe. So we're gonna do that a minute. Is it Wednesday or Thursday? Let's go back here for a second. Wednesday, all right. Little detour. Start timer, heels and toes. There you go. As you can do this, you're gonna get a little bit of feedback as my balance is on. Center balance workout, some basic stuff. Don't be scared to fall. You don't have to jet up off the sand dune, right? As we increase our ability to super low impact. No impact in the knee whatsoever. As I bounce down on the knee, you can see I'm cushioning it. I'm really kind of gingerly getting down on the knee. Actually feeling more pressure as I'm back on the arch, right? All right, 30 seconds. That one's a little more active. Takes a little bit more skill, but still very beginning, very basic, zero level Sanddune Stepper stuff. Gets the heart rate going a little bit, because when you go into flow squats with the knee, squats are always something that are a little more difficult. I may cheat. I'm gonna try not to, but we're gonna get into them here after we're done with this last 4 sets of heel toes, square box, ready to go. I wish you guys could hear, I got crunching going on in the knee. It's going to be really apparent when we get into flow squats. As you can see, I picked it up a little bit right there. You don't have to. Go back to nice and easy. So I try, right, to trust my feet. I've been walking on them for 36 years. Been a high level, I guess, military athlete for a long time. This 30-second rest, good, because my calves are on fire. So just trust my feet to land where they're supposed to land. You can look down, but what I feel like is when I'm looking down at my feet, my balance will sway. If I keep the head up, keep looking where I'm going, right, my feet will do their job. And if they don't, I make them do it. 3 more sets of this. Here we go. So I trust them, trust them, trust them. And it takes a little learning, as anybody with multiple surgeries anywhere in their body, arms, legs. What I've learned is to trust that part again. It takes a long time for those neural connections to build back up, as they were severed when, you know, instruments were doing their jobs that they're supposed to be doing in there. So that neural connectivity, that neuroplasticity, it takes a little bit to refresh. And I think this tool, the Sanddune Stepper here, is the tool to get that almost jump started. You know, it's gasoline when it comes to building the fire and building back that neuroplasticity. So many success stories, so many uses. It's just a great tool. My feet are on fire right now. I can't even tell you guys what my feet feel like. Hopefully you get on there, do something very similar. My feet are just smoked. Toes, bridges of the foot, ankles, heels. Feel it all, feels good. Timer done. 2 more. Let's go. 2 more. Them feet are gonna be sore. It's good. Oh. And see right there, a little slip. As I get more tired here, as I get more use out of the leg, as I get more as the breakdown happens here, and I get, see, I'm not balanced, straight legging it, not cushioning my landing here. There we go. Start to trust yourself again. Ready? Let's go. With 1, 2. 1, 2. Ready? 1, 2. Ready? 1, 2. Here we go. So with this build up and this care is starting, like basically, I got 30 seconds rest. Basically, I'm not gonna feel good after this, I can tell you that. But I'm trying to build myself back up to where I can play with my kids, right? My 6-year-old, run around with him, chase him, play, jump on the trampoline, all things that are super painful for me to do. So I'm trying to build that back up. Last one here. Just the strength of not being crazy pain, you know, during or after. And then, you know, come August, get married. I know I say wife on here. You're not my wife yet, fiance, but we're getting there. So, get married in August, and hunt elk in September, and anybody that's hunted elk before knows that it ain't no joke. 1, 2, ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It ain't no joke getting up there at elevation. I say box, as you can see, we're boxing the corners here of the dune. 30 seconds. Then we get into flow spots. The one I couldn't wait for. Whew. So we're a little over 20 minutes on the workout, counting warm up. What breaks in between about, so we do 4 sets of 5. So your actual workout time is 20 minutes, right? So bear with me. 30-minute workout on the dune, you're gonna know it. So we go into flow squats. What we're doing, not your traditional boom boom squat, right? It's coming down, flowing up, and you hear my bones crack, right? So we got a minute of those, right? So down, elbows in, we're coming down, flowing up, right? We'll give you a side to side here, right? So I'm pushing the knees out, putting pressure on the outside of the ankle, right? And I'm dipping down, and I'm flowing up here. So as I go down, it's a dip, all right? Flow, okay? You can see, like, as my immobility shows, I got a lot of front first, right? Let's try to get a dip and flow up. Dip down, flow up, right? So just a flow squat. Here we go. Man, I wish you could hear my bones cracking. All right, 30 seconds. All that stuff, all that preemptive work, you know, the penguin walk, to warm up, just getting the nervous system, the lymphatic system going, right? All that is to build up to this move right here, as we incorporate the entirety of the system to complete the workout. This one is tiring. It's a movement I don't like doing. I got a knee sleeve on. So here we go. A minute of flow squats. Maintain balance. Here we go. Already checking the watch. Already making sure to. As you can see, my feet are towards the outside, angled out, because I got hip issues, right? So I go to more of a wider stance. Come on, baby. Sweat. If you watch Neil, he's over there in Arizona. probably 70 degrees out there. He's gonna get out there in his shorts and t-shirt. Whew. Man, it's killer. It's good, it's good. Try to move the feet a little bit. As I'm standing right now, you know, we've been watching macros and we've been putting our macros in my transformation app and all that. But I've just basically been hitting macros and haven't really been active on my feet. So this is basically day one right here. You know, minus a couple times doing jiu-jitsu. Been pretty stagnant. So I'm sitting like 6'3", 6'3.5", 250 pounds. And that weight is a little too heavy for a bum knee. So we're trying to cut probably 15, 20 pounds. Get down to a constant 230, 225, 230, that's my goal here. I was saying 215, but I think that's just a little too skinny. Flow. Like picking a bucket up off the ground. Flowing up. All right, we got 2 more. And see, got a little junk in the front here. Got to get rid of all that. I'm not a huge cardio buff, as you can tell. I don't run, so this is simple exercises here to build up a little extra work here. Still weightlifting. I'll do that. I'm gonna hit that later with the wife. Right, here we go. 2 more. Let's go. So much cracking. Just we're gonna work that out though as we build this knee up. We get a week of these, so every day I'll be out here doing the same exact workout for the next week. And then as I feel the strength, rebuilding the knee, rebuilding the feet and the ankle. As I feel that growth, then hey boo boo, what? We'll get in on some flow squats. 30-second break here. Then we get our last one. Whew. Those feet, I'm telling you, once you get on this dune and you start using it again, or period, you're gonna feel like a complete difference within your feet. Just the strength that you're gonna build, you know, the whole foot. I remember first time I got it, I spent